Doesn't matter your color. Doesn't matter where you come from. Illegal is illegal.
Well, thank God Trump is popular, and many people agree with us.
Damn straight. It's been going for a long time.
We're not a fringe.
Yeah. We're not. You're right.
No fringe.
You're right.
Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Preston. Very nice to meet you.
What is it?
Preston.
Preston.
Yes,
Preston.
sir.
All
Where are you
right.
from?
Yeah. St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you with Infowars, or are you just gonna?
I came here by myself. I met up with Owen Schroyer, who's he's a member of a St. Louis group called Engage Liberty, and he's had a couple videos that kind of went viral on the Infowars website, and I recognize him from that.
No.
This is Steve. He's from New York.
Oh, okay.
Owen's down there with the black shirt on the far left. But yeah, I'm just a Liberty fan.
I'm a business owner and a supporter of Infowars down.
What do you want to tell the people who are skeptical about Alex Jones?
But Alex Jones?
Well, they need to be
hey, I'll
more
tell you right now. I
open-minded.
tell these people that are skeptical about Alex Jones and Infowars. I've been listening to Alex Jones. I stumbled upon him almost 10 years ago, about 2007.
That's good.
Even if, let's say this, let's pretend, let's just say everything Alex Jones has ever said ever, which is not true, but let's just say everything he's ever said is complete bullshit. Look at the lineup of guests he has on the show. Look at the amazing people that were former military, intelligence officers, authors, scientists. Look at, Ron Paul. I mean, there's just so many people he brings on his show. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. He's on to something. Infowars is on to something. They know what they're talking about. Even if they're wrong a little bit, they're closer to the truth and reality than anybody else. And it's because of their guest lineup.
What do you think Alex can do to, for lack of a better word, convert or influence people who are doubting him or still in a trance?
I think he has to keep doing what he's doing. I think so many times on his radio show he'll say, "Folks, this isn't a game. This isn't a game. This is real." And I think that will sometimes trigger with somebody and connect with somebody's mind. Like, whoa, this isn't some fantasy book or novel that I'm reading or hearing about. This is reality. This is real life. This is really going on. And maybe I need to do something to contribute to the cause to help make a change. I think he needs to just keep doing what he's doing. He's doing a great job.
Yes, he is. And
I think his style works.
Skeptical about Alex Jones need to be more open-minded.
They need to just take the time to learn a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I did. I took the time.
If you know a little history, then he knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
If you really know history, if you really know what reality is, if you really know what possible political agendas are, geopolitics, things of that nature, you can see right off the bat, just one of his videos, he's got some truth in it. And then research a little more, dig a little bit deeper, and you'll find out for yourself that the man's the real deal. I can't tell you, it's crazy because so many times over the last several years, somebody's called me a conspiracy theorist over a specific topic or event, and then years later, it's kind of the mainstream norm and acceptance that what I was saying years before is now the norm, and I don't get any apologies. People that called me crazy years before, and now it's accepted as the norm. It's almost like they forget that they used to call me crazy. Yes, I can't tell you how many times people call me crazy to talk about NSA before Snowden came out, because I was listening to William Benny on the Alex Jones show and other whistleblowers like Wayne Maston, who was part of the NSA higher up rankings, and I would tell people that about the NSA powers, about what they were really doing, about how almost every phone call or text message or any type of metadata you've ever sent is being tracked and traced.
Do you feel that an awakening is happening? Do you feel like there's progress? Do you feel like more people are learning?
The world is waking up, not just the United States, but the world is waking up.
Surely.
I agree. I think that, like you said, slowly, with this Trump thing, I think it accelerated dramatically. It's good. It's all positive. I'm very optimistic.
It's a great convention.
One thing
We have more hope now than we thought we would have had a few years ago.
Absolutely.
For sure. Way more.
Real hope and change, not fake hope and change.
Yeah. More people are grabbing onto it, like you said. Yeah.
I'm loving it.
What do you think, guys? What do you think will happen if, God forbid, Hillary gets into power? What do you think's going to happen?
Country's done. Whether or not the next 4 years are going to set Supreme Court justices, are going to set immigration policy, they're going to set a lot of really important things and topics that are pivotal to this country's future. The next 4 to 8 years for sure will determine that. We are finished as a sovereign nation if Hillary Clinton gets into office.
What do you think?
I totally agree with my friend here. You hit the nail on the head. And Supreme Court justice, yeah, that's important. And
we're on life support. This country's on life support. We've got a tourniquet wrapped around the main artery, bleeding out. We got to pull that fucker tighter, and we got to get together. Sorry for the language, but we have to get together. We have to stop the gutting of this country, financially, industrially, economically, all aspects. We have to stop the gutting of this country.
What do you think? Hillary gets into power.
I think I agree with them. I don't know if the country's finished. I think it's a slower process.
Okay.
It's not going to happen like 4 years or even 8 years. I think it's. I have to agree with Alex. Alex talks about we being in a crossroads. We're either going in the right direction or in the wrong direction. So I think this election is probably one of the most important ever, and everything's gradual. So even if Hillary gets elected, it's not the end of the world, but it's bad.
You're right, and I agree with you there. And I could be wrong in my assessment that the country's finished if Hillary gets elected, but history shows that things come to a crossroads, as we just talked about, and they accelerate rapidly. You get to that point of no return. You get to the point of critical mass, and I think we are reaching that point that
what are some of the
change is going to happen so rapidly in the near future.
What are some of the indicators that you feel that you see that show that we're at that point?
The Federal Reserve, quantitative easing. I mean, everything that's been going on since the bailout of the banks in 2008. Where we've created more derivatives. The economy is on life support, let alone our foreign policy is a mess. The Pentagon is backing certain groups, and the CIA is backing other groups that are fighting each other. Our tax dollars are literally funding 2 different proxy armies to fight each other. I mean, there's all kinds of just madness going on, and we need to figure out, we need to have true leadership, we need to have a true foreign policy that doesn't contradict each other and fight each other with our proxy armies. We need to think about fiscal conservatism. And I'm a libertarian, so I'm fiscally conservative and socially liberal. There's a lot of things that can be done on the inside to fix this country as well as the outside. Our foreign policies are wrecked right now. And we need to also focus on the interior. We need to focus on infrastructure. We need to focus on bringing and uniting each other together underneath the common cause of America first. And we'll worry about the rest of the world after we fix America. America's got plenty of problems. Let's worry about ourselves. The inner cities, the urban communities, out in the country, rural communities, we need to all have opportunities. We need to all.
Now you brought that up, basically non-interventionism, and I totally agree with that. But then also I started thinking, like with China intruding into the South Pacific, trying to establish more hegemony in that area. Do you feel that the United States should have some sort of presence there? We know that it seems like we're antagonizing them, but do you feel like we should just allow China to just go about their business and do whatever they want, or wait until the crucial point where they're doing too much? I mean,
I think you have to wait until the point where they're doing too much. When they're encroaching upon another nation's sovereignty, whether or not through their seas or their borders or whatever, then maybe step in through diplomacy first and try diplomacy as hard as you possibly can, as long as you possibly can. If that doesn't work, then maybe some physical action. But I think unless China is encroaching upon other sovereign nations' freedoms and abilities to conduct commerce and trade and things of that nature, we should pretty much stay out of the world's affairs.
Okay. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, sir.
All right.